EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Acrisure Stadium on the north shore of the Steel City, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Today we've got a fun AFC matchup on tap, as it'll be the Buffalo Bills taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Chris Boswell,
the kicker Chris Boswell has it ready to go, and we are underway from Pittsburgh. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Allen going to go to the air right away. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Up the middle, it's Cook. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and making sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
And this opening drive not going to plan. This is now 3rd and 13. Here's Allen to throw it. Got it complete to Khalil Shakir. Pushing his way through. Inside the 10. All the way home for a Bills touchdown. Khalil Shakir, 68 yards. And the Bills need just 3 plays to go down and take the early lead. Extra point good by Prater. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Looking to put a drive together.
Inside. 18. Hey, take 26. Jump out.
Now Rodgers. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
At the 8-yard line.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. We'll see where they go for this play call. Obviously tough in this spot, backed up. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Out wide and intercepted. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Cook up the gut. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage. Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne and try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Allen taking it himself, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Bills are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Now Prater to add the PAT. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead.
Steelers, nothing. Matt Prater sets
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense, and know what they say. Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Throwing is Rodgers. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. On play action, it's Rodgers. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 26-yard line. Now it's Rodgers. Over the middle, pass caught by Warren. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
2nd and 1 at the 16-yard line.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 1 coming up.
Back north. Blue 58. Go to 50.
Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. Touchdown! Jalen Warren, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Steelers have got it back to within a score. Well, forget about the weapons out wide. He knows he's got another weapon in the backfield of the passing game, Charles, and he utilized him perfectly on that play.
And the offense coordinator showed me something on that play, Brandon, because so often during a game, our cameras find them looking down at their play sheets, and you wonder if they're absorbing anything. He had something specific in mind, and he went to it, and it worked well.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence, because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. They'll try the middle with Cook. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
From the 47 now, they'll work with a 2nd and 7. Here's Cook again. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job, and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter, 14-7. Here's a 2nd and 5. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him, because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. 7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Throwing now is Allen. He gets it to Cooks. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And it's second down. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description, because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Prater's kick is good. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return.
At their own 38-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And with decent starting field position, they're maybe only a couple completions away from field goal range.
Hey, 88.
On play action. Now Rodgers. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that is incomplete.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Jump out, 319.
On play action, Rodgers. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. 3rd and 19.
319.
Rodgers now to throw. And it is caught. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. Boswell's kick is good. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports.
Matt Prater set to kick off.
1 touchdown is the difference. 17-10 our score, and we are back underway on EA Sports. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, out of the locker rooms here they come. Their first drive of the 3rd quarter. And, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, but we got a tight one set up to be a very entertaining second half.
And as we know, partner, in the NFL, there's trailing and there's trailing, right? Sometimes you're discouraged by how much you're down, but in this case, this is a tight ball game, so there's a sense of optimism here. I think they went into the half and looked at their play sheet and said, these are the plays we really like. What do you say we use them to start the second half and get us going? And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
Blue 58. Blue 58.
Now run straight ahead with Warren. And he'll get what he can up the middle. 3 yards. That'll bring up second down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime innings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Throwing now is Rodgers. Rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. And the Bills are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
They'll take over at 1st and 10 at their own 42-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. They start the drive with Cook. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 47 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Now that's the way you want to start a drive. Talk about a tone setter as well as a playbook opener. Now if you want to take a big shot over the top, you're all positioned to do so.
5 wide.
Again, it's Cook. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Third and 2. From midfield, here's Allen. And this is going to be incomplete. And the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. Allen now looks to throw. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here.
26. Jump out! Hey, 88. Go to 50. Hey, you block over here. Inside.
Here's Rodgers to throw. Completes it to Austin. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
It's a gain of 7.
Here's 2nd and 3.
2nd and 3 at the Bills' 35-yard line.
58. Check 30. Hey, check 26.
To throw is Rodgers. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the Bills are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And last time we saw them go for it in kind of an unusual situation. It's not like it's a fourth quarter do or die. They went for it, didn't get it. We'll see how that affects them this go-around.
Partner, I'm wondering if we're starting to see the effects of analytics coming into play here, where people are studying the number of possessions, how many times you should go for it, what position it leaves your team in. Maybe we're starting to see a little bit of that creeping into the NFL game.
I think we've seen it in other sports, maybe into the NFL now as well. A gain there of 30 big ones.
A gain of 30. First down, Bills.
Alert!
Allen off the play fake. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out on this third quarter of play. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's the Bills with a lead and the football here to begin the fourth quarter. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. They'll try and wind down some clock with Cook. And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49.
A 2-yard gain on the play.
flag comes in. This might be a free play. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down. So hang on. A big call coming on third down.
So they'll accept that penalty, and that will, of course, move the football up the field.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter. The Bills on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 83 yards receiving now for him on the afternoon as he's got a first down here.
First down.
A give. This is Cook. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down.
At the 39-yard line.
To the air. Allen. Got an open man. It's Josh Palmer.
Allen's pass. Complete to number 5, Josh Palmer. That's a gain of 10. Brings up 3rd and 2.
This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. Handoff comes to Cook.
A hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. 56 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
I think there's a fatigue factor that's kicking in defensively. You know the will is still strong, but I think the offense is starting to bend it just a little bit, don't you?
Yeah, absolutely. It's looked that way. We'll see if they can continue this already strong drive. Now Allen. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25.
Alex Highsmith making a nice play and getting the sack. Well, remember, they had the nice gain on the previous play, but they just gave a lot of it back right there on that sack.
Yeah, they get the sack, get back some real estate. Felt like the type of play that can spark a defense and swing some momentum. Almost felt like a take that type of a play, didn't it, partner?
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down.
319.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards. A 12-yard loss, and it brings up 3rd. Allen to throw. That's complete to Cooks. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
A 37-yard attempt.
Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game.
For the field goal. A 37-yard attempt.
And the kick for the 41-year-old is up and good. And the Bills will add on to their lead. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores. So, you know, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but, boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too.
At their own 20-yard line.
This is 1st and 10.
Now Rodgers.
On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Got his man, it's Warren.
And they work this well upfield
across the 45.
It's a gain of 27 yards. And the Steelers first down. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Here's first down.
Zoom. Back north. We need team.
Back to throw, Rodgers.
Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it.
And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
You get into these 2-minute drill situations, and you've often got tired legs on the offensive line. But these defenders, they've been rotating in and out, and they're a little bit fresher and quicker. And the pressure there forced the incompletion.
258.
To throw is Rodgers. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I'll tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to be a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete.
258.
Rodgers to throw. He's going to let it fly. And it's intercepted at the goal line. So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
At the confluence of the three rivers, the Ohio, the Allegheny, and the Monongahela, we are here at Pittsburgh's Acrisure Stadium. Today, boy, what a matchup. Two NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here. As it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Two teams that have combined to win 11 Super Bowl titles. The Steelers and the Niners are underway.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
First play, and Purdy wants to throw it.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's second down.
Okay, partner, a couple points of interest right here, all right? Offensively, we see that they came out throwing the football, but maybe more importantly, the blitz that came defensively, they got right after it.
And you were telling me pregame before we came on air, you think this is something we could see a lot.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it because this is a unit that wants to play the game on their terms.
Purdy will set up to throw it here. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted.
And he brings this one back. It's a pick six for a Steeler touchdown.
Well, CD, these two teams barely off the buses, and this defense already has a sack and the interception and the pick six to take the lead.
Partner, you have to think that this was probably their game plan coming in because they wanted to embrace an aggressive mindset and attack on defense. They were trying to force that quick miscue, and I would say that their plan worked to perfection.
And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago and threw the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Watch out!
Here's Purdy. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And they're able to get this one across the 35. He'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a first down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. He'll take it past the 40 to the 41, second down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
2nd and 7. Throwing here, Purdy. That's complete. It's Kyle Juszczyk. Touchdown, 49ers. Kyle Juszczyk, 58 yards. And the 49ers are an extra point away from drawing level. And he wasn't blocking or running it there. They tossed it to him.
And you remember the good old days when the 49ers were riding roughshod in the league? They used their fullback and pass plays all the time. Roger Craig, Tom Rathman, those guys were terrific at running these types of plays.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And we are tied at 7.
Eddie Piñeiro set to kick off.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line.
50. 50. Hey, you block over here. 26.
To throw, it's Rodgers. On his first throw of the game, going to be intercepted. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Purdy looking to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Patrick Queen got in there to stick him. He gets the sack. Not the start to this one that any quarterback would want or envision. Remember, he had the pick 6, and here he ends up on his backside.
And you have to wonder to yourself, okay, after throwing the pick 6, did he get too careful with the football and not deliver downfield and take that sack? They've got to make sure that he's really into this game.
Get set. Get set. Yellow. 18. Watch out. Yellow.
Back to throw, Purdy. There's a short one caught by Tonjes. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards. That that's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
These two teams all tied after one. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a third down coming up. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Now Purdy connects with Kittle underneath, and he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it'll be fourth down. Eddie Pinheiro on now. The wind is at his back here in the second quarter. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands. And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
A handoff for Warren. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
So from just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd and 9. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this is caught. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 48 yards.
And the Steelers first down. First down and goal to go.
Go. Watch 319.
Warren, touchdown, Pittsburgh. Nice job of polishing off that drive, and all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead is now 14-10.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
And the 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Purdy. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey.
Nice job by the defense figuring that play out and holding it to a short game, but I don't think the offense is going to be daunted. They actually accomplished their goal there. Now they've got them aware that they can throw a screen at them, maybe to slow the pass rush down a little bit, and they can throw it downfield.
Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8. Shotgun now with Purdy. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Had an open man that time. They ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Purdy now to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Again, he'll drop to throw. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. So the completion good for 7 there. And that will bring up 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
2nd down and 3. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Another grab here for the dynamic Christian McCaffrey. And McCaffrey going to pick up a Niners first down as he'll take this down inside the 45. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Second down and 6 now. Out of the gun, Purdy. That's over the middle and caught by Pearsall. It'll be a gain of 5. And it'll leave him with 3rd and a full yard to go.
And it's 3rd down.
And he quickly clocks it, and they're going to have a good shot at getting 3 here before the break. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, this a 31-yard attempt. This is up and good from Pinheiro. And that will do it for this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Eddie Pinheiro set to kick off.
So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Blue 58.
Now a short pass pulled in by Washington. 2 yards on the pickup there. And it'll be second down.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
So from the 37, here's a 2nd and 8.
Box it. Blue 58.
On the give, it's Warren. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Looking for Austin, intercepted. Now inside the 25. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. So this whole game gets flipped on its ear right there. The interception, return for a touchdown, and this lead changes hands here in the third quarter.
And it certainly felt like this defense had a read on what was going on the offensive side of the ball and said, let's cut down our coverage a little bit. Let's be in a position to make a play on the ball. And, boy, that sure turned out well for them.
Purdy will throw for it. And this will be caught as they convert here for 2.
Niners 21, Steelers
And there's a quick momentum swing. INT return for a pick six, and then the two-point conversion good.
And even if you're keeping your wits about you, you're thinking to yourself, okay, extra point block team going into the game now. All of a sudden you're hearing defense. Everyone's scrambling for their helmets and throwing down their cups of water. That's a great position for them to be in, trying to score against that team. A little bit disjointed.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it first and 10.
Inside. Plant. Go to 50. Hey, you block over here.
Now Rodgers to try again after the pick six. Airing it out deep for Smith. He's got it at the 15. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Jonnu Smith, 65 yards. And the Steelers are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Boswell good with the extra point. And we are tied at 21. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. Purdy now to throw off the play action. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Brings up second and 10 at the 22-yard line.
McCaffrey running up the middle. And he's able to plow forward to about the 29, just shy of the 30. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And the Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. Purdy from the gun. And that will be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're scaring at a 4th down. Well done.
Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They'll go for it. Here's Purdy. Pass caught by Pearsall. But he will be stopped behind the line as he will not come close to the marker. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. On the run, it's Warren. And nothing much materializing there in the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Here's a 2nd and 8. Throwing is Rodgers. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Hey, check 26. Check 30. 158. 150. Hey, Mike. Gun.
Here's Rodgers. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. 3 yards is the gain that time. Second and goal.
Brings up second and goal at the 49ers 3-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal.
18. Zone. Plant.
Warren. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's third and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you want 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
18. Box it. Jeff.
Warren again. And he will not get in. In fact, he might have lost a yard. Back to the 2. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
And I don't think there should be much of a discussion here, but you know how I am. You kick the football, you take the lead. How bold do you want to be in this situation, though?
Boswell's kick is good. And they have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter. So he waited on the sideline for his first chance in the ball game, and it didn't come until the fourth quarter, but he connects there. A big one to give him the lead.
Boy, you talk about coming in cold. I don't care how many times you kick it into a net. You're not really ready when you go out there and all that beef is coming at you trying to block the kick. Big spot, and he delivers.
After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this fourth quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
But based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
Second and 10.
It's it. 18. Watch out. Yellow.
Purdy will set up to throw it here. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 18 yards, first down Niners.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know This is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Purdy. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And he's got this down to the 35.
12 more yards. That's another 49er first down.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. This is McCaffrey. Looking to find a lane, but he can't rein in at the line of scrimmage. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Purdy to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Here's Purdy. Open man is Juwan Jennings. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 23.
Kevin, 3 timeouts left, right?
Think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Here's Purdy to throw. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
So now you're in range to tie things with a field goal, but they still have plenty of time to work for a game winner, and they're trying to do so. Nice job defensively to force incompletion there.
Inside a minute to go. Here's 2nd and 10 now.
Get set, get set. 18, watch out.
Purdy to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long. Throwing, Purdy. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to tie things up in the final minute. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And that will tie this game here in the final minute of play. So a big kick to get this back to even. And now the worry is, did you leave too much time on the clock? Because another field goal the other way, that does you in.
You're exactly right. You didn't get it to overtime yet. So now as a defense, You got to think to yourself, you can't play prevent defense and just give up big chunks of yardage in front of you, but you also can't let anyone behind you. So you sit right on the line between the two, play the best defense you can, and not make it easy for them to move the ball downfield.
Here's 1st and 10.
158.
Back to throw, Rodgers. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Finding Washington. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
They'll come up now on 2nd down.
319. 150. 26. 319.
To throw is Rodgers. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
319. Get 300. Get 300. Hey, 88. 88. 88.
Rodgers to throw. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
Well, the defense certainly did its job. They held up in that situation. And now on 4th down, you've got to punt this and try to get to overtime. There's no decision to be made in my estimation.
Another big play in a game that's had plenty of them. 4th and 2. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. Here we go. This is 4th down.
Go to 50. Hey, you block up. Back north. Stay back. 630. Got it.
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And it is caught. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. This offense cannot stop the clock now. No timeouts remaining as they come up here 1st down. Now Rodgers going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this is caught inside the 5.
It's a gain of 45 yards.
Here's 1st and goal.
1st down. 1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
And they're able to spike it in time. And they are in range for a field goal that could win this football game. So on now for the field goal try, Chris Boswell. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. The clock showing just 1 tick. This for the win. And his kick is good. He knocks through his 3rd field goal of the game, and this one is the one that decides it. And the Steelers have won the game. What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away with smiles on their faces.
And what do real estate people tell us all the time? It's location, location, location. So being at home, that can be a big deal because, remember, they were down to their final.
From the stadium that hosted Super Bowl 51 back in 2017, we are inside NRG Stadium in Houston. But today, 2 AFC teams set to do battle. It should be a good one, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Houston Texans.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
And we are underway from Houston. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
118, what's that?
Throwing now is Stroud. They set up the screen. Marks 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. 2nd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
From the 39-yard line, here comes 2nd down at 6.
Here we go.
Stroud to throw it. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
Here's Stroud. Going to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
This is a nice job of just taking what the defense is going to give you on 3rd down. You're not looking for a big play downfield. You just want to find something that can get you past the marker. They found it and were able to keep the drive moving.
Stroud will look to throw once more. Now they go screen. It's complete. Room here to run. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive.
And as you're game planning as a staff, you go through all the different ways you can neutralize the other guy's pass rushers. Extra linemen, leave a tight end in, bring the running backs back in to block. Or you can do this, a little simple screen pass, and it works to perfection.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Stroud looking to throw. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Now a 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
I like it. I like it. I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game. And you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. He's got his target. That's complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well.
All right.
Now a run. Here's the rookie from USC. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Marks is into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston.
It's not often you talk about statement drives coming right at the start of the game, but that was some statement there. That drive took them the length of the field, and as I look at the clock, ate up nearly the entire first quarter as well. Great work up front, clearing space, and an ideal finish on the touchdown run.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together.
Hey, 626.
To throw, it's Rodgers. Open here, Adam Thielen. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And it'll be 2nd and a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Here's Warren. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but what he lacks in size, he definitely makes up for it in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Hey, 626. 319.
They fake the give. Now Rodgers. Man open downfield. It's Metcalf. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. DK Metcalf. 48 yards. And the Steelers are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point put through by Boswell. And we are tied at 7.
Chris Boswell to kick off for
Each
Pittsburgh.
team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. The long drive last time out for this offense, Charles, if you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now, but let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
12 yards.
First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down.
First and 10 at their 47-yard line.
A shotgun snap to Stroud. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away.
It's a pickup of 3.
And it'll be second down.
Second and 7 at the 50-yard line.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. They'll let this go deep for Collins. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Throw right side is going to be caught by Kirk. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the Texans first down.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Here we go.
And one more time, here's Kirk. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5.
Second and 5.
At the 34-yard line.
Again, it's Stroud. He'll swing this out to Marks. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10.
It's a gain of
23 yards the pickup there.
Another Texans.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
And Stroud now to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Higgins. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now Stroud. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Catch is made. It's Schultz on the end route. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Dalton Schultz, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Texans will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Catch is made by Metcalf. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. That one goes for 30 yards.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
Take 30. Easy. Hey, take 26.
On play action, it's Rodgers. He'll get this complete to Calvin Austin. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 22 more yards there and another first down.
Steelers first down. First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
Looked like both sides were anticipating a quick throw there, and the defense was ready to jump in and deny it, and they did.
Here's 2nd and 10. On play action, now Rodgers. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Now it's Rodgers. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
It's been a tough go for him. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
And the former Rice Al Boswell puts this one through in his return to Houston. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. They'll let this go deep for Collins. It's caught inside the 25. And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Kaimi Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. Looking to put a drive together. To throw is Rodgers. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
He was trying to get that one out to his running back out of the backfield, but that one was read and timed perfectly, and they were able to break it up.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Now he's going to step up and run. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Boy, tough spot here as they approach the line of scrimmage. A long way to go to try to pick up this first down.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
It appears they're going to come up empty on this first drive of the second half, still down by that slim margin.
Yeah, and that's okay. You know, when you sit and analyze it, they're not happy about what happened, having to go to the bench. But this gives them a chance to let their defense do some work while they on the sidelines go over what they're doing offensively and formulate a proper plan.
Rodgers going to go on 4th down. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. And the failure on 4th down on the other side leads immediately to a 1st and goal.
Throwing now is Stroud.
Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further.
Stroud to throw it.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on 1st down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
Buggy. Why Tony?
3rd and goal, Stroud.
And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. Alex Highsmith in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. And he missed it. That was neither far enough. It wasn't even on target. It's no good, and this will stay a 4-point game. So 1st and goal quickly turns into 4th and goal, and then 4th and goal turns into no points whatsoever.
That's a very disappointing sequence of events right there. And I, for one, would not want to be the kicker who has to run over to his head coach and explain that one.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Charles, still a one-possession game. Remember, it could have been 2 after they opted to go for it on 4th down in their own territory. Didn't get it, but their defense holds strong, and so this is a huge possession coming up here.
You're certainly right about that, partner. And a lot of people look at them going for it on 4th down as a failure when they didn't get it. But there's also their way of saying, hey, we have confidence in our defense because they went out and held them. Got the ball right back for them. So, nice stand for them. Momentum can swing back to their side if they have a good drive here.
Now a run with Warren. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves them looking at a 4th down.
Well, the guys who are paid to make the tackles deserve some kudos there, but I think they deserve even bigger ones because in that situation, they had to be thinking pass. Loosened up defense, go into pass coverage. Instead, maybe they surprised them a little bit running the ball, yet they rallied to it and stopped them well short of a 1st down.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Texans take over an excellent field position.
All right. South. 18. 19 Texans. Hey, uno. 11.
Here's Stroud.
Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
He started this drive backed up against the wall by the turnover, but I love their fight. Planted their feet and forced the incompletion on 1st down.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
Stroud. And looking for Cook, but this pass is intercepted. Picked off by Brandon Echols. And the Steelers are going to have it here at their own 15.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what do we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Here's Rodgers to throw. He finds Austin complete. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20. They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. Now Rodgers. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football and now zapped right back in the other direction. They're going to line up to go for this on 4th down. Rodgers stays on the field. And the play clock running down, so Mike Tomlin burns a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Boy, not deterred from those first 2 failed attempts. They're going to go a 3rd time here on 4th down.
Box it. Back one.
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line.
Already.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I absolutely like the thought there. Go after them before they really know what hit them, because they took the ball away after the turnover, took their shot, hoping to catch the defense a little bit unsettled. Weren't successful in doing it, but they did let them know that they will be aggressive.
Stroud looking to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
And that's where you're counting on a receiver's size being an advantage. They were hoping he could go over the top of a smaller DB and haul that one in. A good thought, but that time it didn't work out.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. They'll find Marks out of the backfield. And the Texans are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
On the play. And the Texans... First down. First and goal at the
throwing again is Stroud. And he's got it. And he'll be brought down at what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Stroud keeps it. And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. So call that no gain on the sneak, and now they're still a yard short here on 4th.
Hey, south. All right. 118. What's that? Good.
Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. Here we go, a big play and a tight game late. They're going on 4th and goal. Now this time he'll look to throw. Touchdown, Texans! Christian Kirk from 6 yards away. And the Texans get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that makes it a 21-10 game.
21. Steelers 10.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
We're going to give out a little applause on that play. It has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the first row.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here and just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
Now a play fake. Rodgers. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A great pickup there, 35 yards, and obviously the first down to go along with it.
28-yard line.
They fake the give. Now Rodgers. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
Rodgers again now. That's complete to his tight end flyer move. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
17 yards.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Here's Rodgers. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10.
Zoom. Get 300. Get 300. Number 50. Hey, you watch inside.
On play action, Rodgers. for the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
58.
On play action, it's Rodgers. Toward the pylon, but it's incomplete.
This defense knows. 4th quarter, they need to make a play. That one was right for the taking. Could have changed the complexion of the ball game, but it winds up incomplete.
18. Number 50. Watch it, watch it, watch it, watch it. Give it.
Now Rodgers got to have this one. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. A real chance for them to salt this game away after that turnover on downs, holding a 2-score lead in the 4th quarter. They'll begin on the ground with Marks. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
At the 15-yard line.
Stroud going to give to Marks. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Now this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here.
18. Why Tony?
Now Stroud. And incomplete on the deep ball. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the Steelers will go on offense here. 1st and 10.
This is 1st and 10.
Rodgers now to throw. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
88, number 50.
On play action. Now Rodgers. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Let's hear it, Texans fans, because it's 3rd down.
18.
Throwing is Rodgers. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Derek Stingley picks it. And the Texans are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
Intercepted. Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And a few kneel downs should come very close to finishing this one off, depending on whether or not we see any defensive timeouts. They still have 2, but using them would just be prolonging what's really already been decided. Well, they get to Stroud, nowhere to go, and he goes down. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
At the 26-yard line.
Look the hot, look the hot. Hey, south. Hey, uno more.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done.
It's a gain of 28 yards. And the Texans, 1st down.
Here we go.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Why, Tony.
Stroud out of the gun here. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
I like what they tried to do there. They didn't get a completed pass downfield, but they came off of a momentum play. Big-time gain on the previous snap. Came right back and threw one deep, hoping to catch them on their heels.
That's going to be caught by Kirk. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
All right.
Stroud looking to change the play. They'll look to throw again. That is caught. And the Texans are going to have a 1st down, and that is the big one, as they should be able to run it out from here.
And the Texans, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
18. What's up?
And Stroud now to throw. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
Incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Connecting on the out route here with Higgins. It's a pickup of 13, and with that 13 yards, this ball game just about over. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Stroud. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Christian Kirk with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Texans have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Now the Houston offense is going to stay out there as they'll try for 2.
The Texans will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Stroud's going to try to throw for the conversion. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Brandon Echols.
That keeps the score Texans 27, Steelers 10. Kaimi Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in the landing zone, this will come out to the 20. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. They'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
At the convergence of the Ohio, Allegheny, and Monongahela Rivers, we're in the football town of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania at Acrisure Stadium. Coming up, a contest that looks real good on paper between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Well, it is time for some football here in Pittsburgh as Chris Boswell readies and sends this flying. Johnson with a return here. A reverse on the opening kickoff. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. The Steelers calling their first time out. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10. Rodgers throwing to start it off. It's caught. That's Calvin Austin. And he's going to have this up near the 40, just a little bit short of it. Offense in the hurry up here.
And the Steelers.
Here's Rodgers on 1st and 10. Buys time, rolling right. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. Rather than force something with no one open or risk a turnover, he wisely just threw it away.
Rodgers throwing again on 2nd. Finds his back, Jaylen Warren. And he works it forward to the 43-yard line. Brought down by the 4-time All-Pro Cameron Hayward. Moving quickly, trying to get set. They'll throw again, Rodgers. No place to go, so he just threw it away. So they couldn't throw for it on 3rd down, and as a result, they headed off the field earlier than expected on their opening series.
Keeping him off the scoreboard, well, that's already a win defensively. Not letting him even cross midfield, that's the cherry on top.
So here we go. This is that aggressive mindset they've been talking about. They're going for it here. Throwing again here. It's Rodgers. And it's a turnover to begin their game. That's incomplete on 4th, and it's going to go over on downs.
Do you think maybe, just maybe, there's a chance of having too much confidence offensively? That's not a spot you want to see a team going for it on 4th down. And now it puts their defense right on the hook to try and pick them up after that miscue on 4th.
1st and 10 from the 43.
158. Check 30. Check 30. Hey, 88. Go to 50. Mike.
From the shotgun, here's Rodgers. Has him on the quick hitter. And they make the stop. We're going to say at about the 37-yard line.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Overall, 18. 26.
Now running for the first time with Jaylen Warren. And he'll get this down at the 33-yard line. And it's a pickup of 4 yards. And a fresh set of downs for Pittsburgh.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that 1st down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
Hey, 626. Plant.
First down, and they go right back to it. And he has enough room to gain about 4.
Really good patience right there. It's hard to do for runners in this league because these holes close up so fast. But he was patient, he was explosive, and got a nice little gain on the ground.
First down run, nabs him 5. Now 2nd and 5. Play action here with Rodgers. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that's going to add add some distance onto this upcoming third down.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go, and let that pass rush get home.
Coming 50. Hey, you block over here.
It's third and long. Here's Rodgers. Going deep here for the end zone. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Jalen Ramsey comes up with it. And the Steelers get the football on the first turnover of the top test. Not the auspicious debut they'd certainly hoped for on that opening drive. The coverage, impressive, taking their first possession away with that interception.
Hey, it is tough to play a clean game in this league. Caliber defenders are awesome. You just hope that eventual missteps happen at a less meaningful moment than your opening series. You don't want to make it any harder to get your rhythm and get your passing game going.
And they go the wrong way on this first down. He's sent out a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage. And it's not just you quarterbacks, Brock Huard, who got to have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
Rodgers from the gun. He's going deep! And it looks great flying through the air, Brock, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. Third down coming up.
That's a pretty cool look right there of the kind of coverage you're going to see when you play man-to-man. On that down and distance, you've got to be sharp on the outside. That DB certainly was.
Rodgers going to throw here. Third down. And the steel curtain just too much. He's taken down. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
12 yards.
88. They just get the play off. And this one winds up incomplete. They took their shot at extending the series, but it's going to be a new possession when we resume play. It's Steelers ball as we return for the second. And they have to be thinking points here.
Green 18.
Warren. And he stops quickly here. 2 yards on the play. We've got 2nd and 8.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Green 18. Zoom.
There's another for it. And he's not going to score. He stopped short and actually might have lost a couple back at the 2. That goose egg up on the scoreboard, Brock, is not going away anytime soon if they keep having plays like that.
They really need something. An injection of energy here. Nothing will take the spark out of a series quite like getting stuck for a loss.
Green 18. Cut. Slant. Green 18.
Warren. And they'll bring him down after a pretty short game. Only 1 yard on the pickup. Oh, boy. Now they're facing 4th and goal.
It's now 4th.
Well, these are the moments that I just live for up in the booth, man. What are you going to do as a play caller? You're going to go for it now? You're going to try to slam it in? Well, if so, you better get a whole lot more movement than he did right there.
Less than a yard to that goal line. This is 4th and goal.
258. Green 18.
Going for it with Warren. And they stop it. No touchdown, no first down. That's a turnover on downs near the end zone.
And what a battle of wills we just got to see. Fighting in the trenches on a 4th down run. Trying to play conservative, keep it on the ground to power it across. But there was no overcoming a front. Just as equally motivated to get off the field.
All right, Steelers to the line now. 1st and 10.
10-30. Green 18.
Working out of the gun. Here's Rodgers. And we are still scoreless in this one as we've reached our 2-minute warning. More from Acrisure Stadium in just a moment. After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10.
Hey, you block over here.
Rodgers to throw. Completes a DK Metcalf. He's right up next to that first down. Doesn't quite get there. Gain of 9. That brings up 3rd and short. Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. And they can't connect on the 3rd down deep shot. Love the courage they had to try it, but it's incomplete, and now we've got 4th down.
In real estate, Kate, it's location, location, location. In football, it's rhythm, rhythm, rhythm. And you don't get 3rd down conversions, you get no rhythm.
Here we go, 4th down with Rodgers. And that's going to wind up incomplete as their gamble doesn't pay off. They're going to turn this one over on downs.
I'm not sure it matters whether you think you've got the perfect play call in that situation. Hey, listen, going for it anywhere inside your own 20, the risk, it outweighs the reward 5-fold, maybe 10-fold.
First down throw here by Rodgers. Throwing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Bruce, with each incompletion, each turnover, each sack, you can almost just feel this offense's frustration. Really imperative this quarterback stay positive. Just keep chopping away.
After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Steelers bringing pressure, no place to go, down he goes. And they come through the sack to bring around 3rd down.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions, you get more depth. But a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it. Except for this defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
Jump out! 319!
3rd and long for him here. He's got it near the 8. And that's a Pittsburgh touchdown. The Steelers get some late points and the lead. Pat Freiermuth, the touchdown.
Kate, every year, it's kind of like the Baskin-Robbins of tight ends. You get all sorts of different flavors. You get inline blockers. You get guys that can run routes. You got guys that can do a little bit of everything. And then you get a game changer. And this guy's a game changer.
Steelers, nothing. Chris Boswell.
Now Boswell on to send this away. And this is going to bounce out of the end zone, so they will set up shop at the 35.
Their own 35-yard line.
Good field position as the Steelers come up to it. 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground here with Warren. And they're going to give away a couple here on this 1st down play. The defender there to send him out for a loss.
That's why you often see some mix, some high-percentage pass plays on 1st and 10. You got to keep a defense honest. They're always looking for a run in that situation and a chance to stack them up for 2nd and long.
Gave away a couple on the 1st down run. Now it's going to be 2nd and 12.
58! Go to 50! Hey, you block over here. Team it!
To throw, Rodgers. He misfired on that one. It's behind his man.
Safe to say there's been an early disconnect between the planning phase and the execution phase for this offense. Might be time, Kate, really to get back to basics, to the calls that you just trust the most.
They've got a man in motion. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Steelers working with a sense of urgency from the hurry-up clock, continuing to run.
And it's 3 and
On fourth down, it's Rodgers. Chased out to his right. Rolling. And it connects on the deep shot. And this is across midfield and into enemy territory. The Steelers calling their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. So the big play gets him inside the opposing 45, Brock, with a new set of downs to boot. Rodgers going to throw on first. Short pass brought in. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line. Steelers working with a sense of urgency from the hurry-up clock, continuing to run. Looking for a pass on second and short. Sends this to the end zone. And they don't connect there, so only 6 seconds remaining.
The lack of points and the lack of yards have just gone hand in hand here in the first half, and they both really trace back to the same root cause, an inability to consistently find and exploit any opening in what's been a very sound defensive game plan.
A 50-yard attempt.
It's no good. He needed more leg, and he sent it too far right. And the deficit stays at 7.
He was hitting from that distance pregame. Heck, we were on the field watching it, and they were confident he could do so again. Just did not work out this time around.
One last play before the break.
26.
Oh, saw some movement there, and that's going to cost them 5. One of the most common penalties in the sport, and the reaction, it's the same every time, Brock. Frustration from the coach as they get backed up 5 yards.
Excellent. 258. For the 50. Yeah, this. Hey, take 26.
Looking to throw. And he's not going to get something done. They take him down. So that's how our first half's going to end. A momentum-building play for their defense.
Chris Boswell to kick off for
Now Boswell on to send this away. Johnson now on the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down.
at their own 25-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun.
258. Jump out. 630.
Pressure coming. Rodgers. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, he falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Another try from the 25. It's 2nd and 10.
258. We are going. Easy.
Here's Rodgers. This one found by a defender instead and knocked away. Back-to-back passes failing to connect, Brock. It's 3rd down.
I'll tell you what, Kate, challenging this guy in a close game, you are tempting fate. He got one hand on it. He gets 2. It could have gone the other way.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down.
258.
Air it out on 3rd. Bails out of the pocket quick. That is once again incomplete, and consecutive incompletions have now pushed them to 4th down.
Kate, as a quarterback, that is so rough. Incomplete. You're going to go to the sidelines, you're going to look at that tablet, and you're going to try to figure out, how in the heck do we turn this around?
3 straight passes have hit the ground, but here we go. They're going for it on 4th.
319. Inside.
He'll throw it. This is good. Down the sideline. And it's a quality effort here as he's pushed out right along the 40. They left the offense out there on 4th down, Brock, and look at the results. A big gain, 15 yards, and a fresh set of downs, too.
At the 40-yard line.
From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10.
Go to 50. Hey, you block 319. Boom, boom. Hey, 80, Chad 300. Chad 300. Go to 50. 319.
Throwing again, Rogers. Finds him over the middle. And they're approaching midfield with that gain of 6. He's up to the 46.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
319.
Throwing again here, it's Rogers. Completed over the middle. And he's going to be touched down as he gets him enough to pick up the 1st down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
1st and 10 from the 43.
158.
Play fake. Here's Rogers. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And their 4th sack of the game right there brings up 2nd down.
A big loss on the play. Brings up 2nd down.
319.
Off play action. Here's Rogers. That's kind stride by Freiermuth. Big man showing up the yards. There it is. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers grow the lead coming out of halftime. Pat Freiermuth, the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Boswell to add the PAT. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Steelers double their lead to 14.
Steelers, nothing. Chris Boswell to kick off.
Now Boswell on to send this away. Kenneth Gainwell now to return. This makes it up to the 25. Pittsburgh offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Warren. And he needed his 6 yards to begin this one. We've got 2nd and 4.
The cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Seven yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3. Rogers from the gun. And he put everything he's got behind it. Big game downfield. And he's going to bring this down to their 35. How about a big hitter? 34 yards there and a new set of downs.
I try to remind you a time or two, Kate, that you always got to start your read from the secondary forward. You got to see what the safeties are doing. If you're going to throw a ball in the middle third, deep downfield like that, you have to have tremendous awareness of where those safeties were, and the QB just nailed it.
Here's Rogers on 1st and 10. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Working quickly here.
4 yards on the pickup.
Looking out of the gun. Here's Rogers. Forced out to his right. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. Third down coming up.
I'll give this quarterback credit. He bought as much time as he could, but eventually the only option left was to throw it away.
No connection on the last play. Now it's third down.
Go to 50. Hey, you block over here.
They'll throw again. Rodgers. This finds its target. That's Metcalf. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. Just 1 quarter remaining in this one. It's Steelers football. A nice help for them as they trail entering the quarter. So a new set of downs. Here we go. First and 10.
Hey, 626.
Shotgun handoff to Warren. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard.
At the 18-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. And motion a receiver left. From the shotgun, here's Rodgers. And the steel curtain just too much. He's taken down. Dose of the hurry-up offense here. It's third and long. Here's Rodgers. Caught by Warren out of the backfield. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers now within 1 score in the fourth. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
And it's hauled in inside the end zone for 2. That trims the lead just a little bit.
I always say about the NFL game, it's a game of matchups. And that time they get the matchup they want, and they go right to it. It's a risky call throwing it for 2, but that risk pays off.
Chris Boswell to kick off.
So here's the kickoff, Brock. Just 6 points now separating our teams. On the return, here's Gainwell. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
All right, Steelers to the line now. 1st and 10.
It's 318. 630. Plant.
Rodgers will look to throw. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
319. Hey, 88, 250.
Rodgers thrown again on 2nd. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. It's the 5th time they've gotten there for a sack in this one, Brock. And they're going to try for number 6 on 3rd down.
Now 3rd down.
Go to 50. Hey, you got it. 319. Jump out.
He's back to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And it's a nice game, but still not enough for the first. So a timeout comes in. It looks like the defense using its first stops this game as we get close to our 2-minute warning.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the 4th down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
26. Hey, take 20 inside. Take 30. Get right. Get 300. Get 300.
Looking to throw. Lasers this one deep down the middle. They connect on the deep shot. And they're going to have it all the way down near the 25. What a time to rip off that type of gain, huh? Gets him a first on 4th down.
And the Steelers first down.
That brings us to the 2-minute warning in Pittsburgh. Steelers leading by 6. To the line and set. Here we go, first down.
319.
Warren here from the gun. He drives that front backward on a gain of 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 + 4 + 4 equals a first down.
This is 2nd and 6 coming up.
Hey, 88.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down. Pittsburgh will go ahead and use its second timeout. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call is going to be on 3rd down.
319. This.
Back to throw it. Ball in left side. That play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps this drive moving.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. Tight end that moves the chains on 3rd down, that's a QB's best friend.
First down and 10 yards to go.
All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10.
258.
Warren running between the tackles. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. 2nd and goal coming up. With each carry he gets, Brock, I'm starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
No, individually, collectively, and you can look up front, right? They've just not been winning the battle enough push, enough drive to get this running game going.
Catch made. And he will score! And with almost no time left, that should clinch the win! So that should be the one that does it, Brock. A big one late that puts him up here 2 scores.
What a complete performance overall. The clock where it is and where it stands right now, Kate, that should be the capper. And that is so satisfying as an offense to go up 2 scores.
That makes the score Steelers 22.
Oh, it's a favorite of NFL teams and armchair quarterbacks alike, partner. The quick slant. It is so tough to defend that close to the goal line, and this time it works for 2.
It sure is. It's one of those plays that I think Bart Starr was running in the 60s, that slant route. When you incorporate it with the threat of a fade as well, that's when it becomes so effective. But you get inside that DB, you show the quarterback your numbers, and it's almost automatic for a 2-point conversion.
He's brought down, Brock, and that brings his ball game to a close. So make a check in the win column for the Steelers. This was a game they had circled a long time ago, Brock. You bring a division rival into your building, you want to make a statement at their expense and get that W.
We know it's hard to win any game in the NFL. It is. They're difficult to do. But a division rival in your own building, it almost feels like a must-win, and that's the juice they played with today.
So for Brock Huard and all of our crew, I'm Kate Scott, wrapping up another edition.